Okay, on our attic, we've got a couple things to take into consideration, and one is this service platform. We're going to want some insulation under that, but it's open right here, and this can cause you to trip. Okay, we don't want to be tripping up here. We do not have a light switch up here. Switches for our air conditioning units are rocker switches. What else have we got? Okay, I've been downstairs looking up, and we've got continuous soffit vents. So we need continuous soffit vent baffles installed when the time is right. I had some concerns about the plumbing. Okay, so we're going to get into this a little bit. Utilities, measures, levels. So we're coming on over here, and our plumbing is supposed to have pitch on it. See the way this is whittled? That's got pitch. This one here I'm not so sure about. It's supposed to have 2-degree pitch. 0 pitch. Okay.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Siri doesn't understand 0 pitch. I wasn't calling you, Siri. Close okay. Siri. No Siri. Stop. Wow, she listens. Now I can't get over to this one, but I can see this one pretty... Maybe I can get over to it. Last thing I want to do is drop the phone. Alright. You do have pitch. This one has pitch.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Stop, Siri. So this is the only one of the 3 verticals that I've measured that actually has pitch to it. So, and I'm glad it does. And I didn't have to measure the evaporator coil one because I could see that pitch. Okay, let's get up here and see what else we got. Clips, vents, T-supports. They can get the attic done better than the rest of the house? Okay, I'm all for that. I like success stories. Now I review these videos when I get home because sometimes there's things hiding in plain sight. And then I'm looking up. This is a precarious situation, you know. What happened? I was looking up. I was inspecting the framing, and I ended up downstairs. Oh. What's your step? Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Alright, I got some videos. I even have a picture earlier saying that this vent pipe was closer than 3 inches to the structure. That's why I want to come up here. See, this vent pipe for the fireplace is too close to the wooden structure, and I called it out twice already. But know this is that's a heat shield, so that keeps it from being too close. So what I once thought was a problem is not. That's not a problem. So sometimes I come up here and I find good stuff, and we like to know that. And then I'm going to come up here and just speak a little bit because I feel like you got to get your money's worth. You know, it doesn't come up here and say, checks out okay, you know. It hardly feels, I wouldn't feel right. you know, if I was buying or selling. But that right there, it's called a palm brace. And a lot of home inspectors get their panties all up in a wad about it. They go, palm brace, palm brace. Well, code is pretty much silent on palm bracing. That is a manufactured technique for, manufactured for builders. They like to use that. And, save some tape measuring, okay? But the code just says that all we want to do is transfer the load. Now, if that wasn't doing the right job, if it was broken or crooked, I would speak to it. But if that wasn't doing the right job, then it would be a problem. But all its duty, all it's supposed to do is transfer the load path. And that's what it's doing. It's transferring the load path. And then some home inspectors go, well, what about uplift? What about uplift? Well, that's what these purlins are for. These purlins are for uplift. Okay, and I don't know if I can find them here. I could see them downstairs, but that's what like some people call them hurricane straps. But that's what all the rafter ties are for, is for uplift. So our uplift is handled. There's no issue with palm bracing unless it was done wrong. So the fact that you have it just I don't know. It just means that your attic is supported.